Hello, and welcome to this tutorial on how to perform an individual inquiry. Log on to our website, sso.tpn.co.za, and from the login page, you will enter your TPN username and password. In the event that you've forgotten your password, you can click the link below, Forgot Your Password, to reset and create your own new password. Log in. You will select the credit bureau tile from the TPN gateway. Click on Credit Checks, and then select Perform a new consumer credit check. This can be used for an individual with either an ID number or a passport number. On step 1, you will enter the consumer's details. The inquiry reason will default to rental/setting limit for goods or service. You may leave it on this option as this will be the reason for you conducting the credit check. The Your Reference field is not mandatory. However, you can make use of this field if you'd like to associate something very specific with the application that you've received. Enter the inquiry details. You will continue to complete the fields for the RSA ID number, first name, surname, current address, postal code, province, and cell number. The landline number field is not mandatory. Please do pay special attention when entering the first name and surname. If any spelling mistakes are made or a nickname is used instead of the name as is from the individual's ID document, that can affect the ID verification on step 2. In the event that you've received a passport application, you may use this link, Change to a Passport Number Search, to perform the inquiry on a passport. You will also have to then enter the date of birth as well as the nationality associated with that individual. Click Next. On step 2, confirm consent. At the top, you will have a credit score details section. This will allow you to generate additional information into your overall credit check that you will select on step 3. The score version will provide you with 3 options. The basic credit score will rate the applicant into one of 5 categories, and it will generate the probability of them defaulting in future. The silver credit score will generate an affordability score, which is calculated based on the net monthly income as well as the total monthly installment that the applicant is applying for. The gold credits will give you both the basic and the silver, and it will also generate a SQUAT score. Once you've made your selection, you may enter the net monthly income of the applicant as well as the total rental amount that they are applying for. In the event where there will be more than one contributor towards that application, you can show this on the system. For example, contributors. One other person will help to pay the installment, and the applicants have to inform you specifically how they will be splitting the total monthly installment between the 2 of them so that you may enter each one's monthly installment separately. Consumer verification. By default, Verify Identity is automatically selected as this will run a status check against the Department of Home Affairs to confirm the individual's identity. You have the ability to incorporate additional verification tools, such as Verify Biometrics, which will send the applicant a SMS prompting them to take a selfie of themselves. Verify income directly with bank. This will allow you to request 6 months' bank statements directly from the individual's bank. Please do note, if you select this option, the applicant will still receive a SMS prompting them to take a selfie, and they also have to release the electronic bank statements directly from their device. Once that has been done, you as the user will receive an email to notify you that you can now view the bank statements directly on the system. Verify address is to confirm the address information they've supplied you with against golden source information. At the bottom, you'd have to tick the box NCA compliance declaration. This is extremely important as you must ensure that you have received written consent from the applicant before running the credit check. If you have not received written consent, you may not run the credit check on that individual. Should you not have a consent clause within your application document, you are welcome to reach out to our help desk department, helpdesk@tpn.co.za, and one will be provided for you. Click Next. Step 3, Report Selection. By default, the TPN rent check inquiry will automatically be selected provided you have access to this credit check. This is the most comprehensive credit report, as it's a combined report which will provide you with all of the data that we as TPN collect, which would be specifically for rental, levy, and school fee payment behavior. It will also contain all of the data from TransUnion, which we call SACRA data. Those would be accounts such as credit cards, personal loans, vehicle finances, etc. The TPN rent check also includes CIPC data, which is directorship of companies, and it will also hold deeds data. The TPN rent check inquiry is based on reciprocity of data. If you don't have access to TPN rent check, please reach out to our data department, data@tpn.co.za, where they can provide you with guidance on how you may gain access to rent check. In the event that you do not have access to rent check, you can still perform a credit check by selecting the individual tick boxes below. Right at the bottom, there will also be additional reports that you can incorporate into your credit check. On step 2, if you have selected to request 6 months' bank statements directly from the individual's bank, then on step 3, the online bank statements will automatically be selected for you. In addition, you may also request the bank account verification, which will allow you to verify the bank account details that the individual has supplied you with. This will confirm if the bank account does belong to that account holder, if it is active, and does it accept debits and credits. Enhanced due diligence allows you to mitigate risk and ensure FICA compliance. This will search for any adverse media, sanctions, or political exposure associated with that application you've received. You may also make use of the qualification check as well as the TPN criminal check. Please note that both these options are investigative reports, where further information will be required before completion of the report itself. Click Perform Credit Check. If you have selected to either request 6 months' bank statements or to verify the bank account information you've received from the application, you will then receive a step 4 additional information required, where you'd have to enter the banking information supplied, select the bank, and click Finish. The credit check result will then be displayed immediately. At the top, you will have your different tabs within the report, starting with the summary page. The summary page will provide you with an overview of the credit check result. You will be given ID verification along with a photo of what Fred should look like. In the event that there's no photo that's returned, that may indicate that Home Affairs doesn't have their biometrics, which means that applicant may not have a smart card or they haven't applied for any recent passport applications. ID verification will confirm their marital status, the gender. Does the ID number exist on HANIS, which stands for Home Affairs National Identification System? Does the ID number exist on NPR, which stands for the National Populations Register? Once the applicant has successfully completed their selfie, a green tick will appear on the credit report, and overall, they will be given a pass. In the event where you receive a blocked status, please do proceed with ID verification. The ID verification will provide you with a photo of what the applicant should look like. It will also display their marital status, the gender, HANIS, which will indicate does the ID number exist on the Department of Home Affairs, NPR, does the identity number exist on the National Populations Register, and once the applicant has successfully completed their selfie, a green tick will appear on the credit check result. Overall, they should receive a pass. If you receive any other results other than a pass, such as ID blocked, please do proceed with caution. Rather reach out to our help desk should you feel uncertain about the result that you've received, so they may help guide you with advice going forward. If you have chosen to verify the address information, you will be provided with this section, Know Your Client Verification, which will confirm the person matching the address, matching the telephone number. Please note, if that individual does not own the property, that will affect the matched status on the property address itself, simply because they aren't the owners of the property, but they might be renting the property. You will then have your TPN rent check scorecard. The overall score will be given in the top right corner, and this will display one of 5 outcomes: A for excellent, B for good, C average, there's no D, E below average, and F for poor. This score is calculated based on the credit report indicators as well as the score breakdown. Credit report indicators will confirm the following. TPN payments will verify the good standing percentage for any accounts associated on TPN's database, such as rental, levy, and school fee accounts. Credit payments will verify the good standing percentage of any credit agreements associated with TransUnion's database, such as personal loans, credit cards, vehicle finances, clothing accounts. Negatives will refer to any defaults, judgments, notice, debt review, or accounts being under dispute, which has been associated with that individual. Towards the bottom, it will also highlight out in red if there are any defaults and judgments, so that you may view on which of the 2 credit bureaus those listings have been profiled on. The score breakdown will provide you with a credit history score, as well as the affordability score. The affordability calculator takes into consideration the net monthly income of the applicant versus the monthly rental amount that they've applied for, and it also takes into account all of the other monthly obligations in respect of the credit agreements that they've got from the accounts received back from TransUnion. It will also provide you with a probability of squatting, where the system will look at any current or previous rental information associated with that individual, whereby the applicant has stayed within the property, but they've failed to make payment for at least 4 months or more. For a deep delve into what type of accounts are associated with that individual, you may scroll up to the top of the report and click TPN. TPN will provide you with all of the data associated on the TPN Credit Bureau database. If that individual is a member or director of any companies, the CIPC data will confirm that information for you, as well as the status of the business associated with that individual. Any rental, levy, or school fee account information will be displayed as followed, where you can see a record containing the lease type, the inception date, the rental amount that they were supposed to pay, as well as the payment behavior associated or recorded for that individual when they were in the property. Looking at the payment flags, the dark green POT will confirm payment has been made on time and in full. The yellow PL will confirm that payment has been made late, so the full invoice was paid, but it was paid after the due date. The purple PP will indicate that payment has been made partially, and the red DNP will indicate that payment has not been made for that particular month. When we scroll back up to the top, you may click on TransUnion, whereby the TransUnion tab will provide you with all of the consumer information associated with their database. This will contain consumer addresses as well as telephone history. Should there be any defaults or judgments, a record of what the specific default or judgment was for will be displayed on the report. As you continue to scroll down on the report, it will then provide you with the SACRA data. On this example, we can see that there is a Markham's clothing account. We can see the monthly installment, and it will also display whether or not there are any overdue amounts associated for that specific account. It will also contain payment behavior, whereby TransUnion updates their payment flags with a number. The number will simply indicate the number of months which the account is in arrears for or not in arrears for. You may also access these key code descriptions by clicking on this link, View All Key Code Descriptions. At the top of the result, if you have selected Due Diligence, you may click on that tab to check if any sanctions or adverse media or political exposures have been associated with that application. You may click on the article for each one to read and verify if this holds a risk for your application. If you have selected to request the online bank statements directly from the applicant's bank, you may select Verify Income. This will provide you with the consumer information section at the top, and it will also then provide you with a bank statement analysis section. Bank statement analysis will provide you with an overview of the income received versus the expenses paid, as well as the current bank balance, the average income earned over the past 6 months, as well as when do they receive the salary paid into that bank account. Towards the bottom, you may click on the Download Report link to access the full bank statement that has been received from the bank directly. You may use this to verify against the hard copies that the applicant has supplied you with to ensure there's no fraudulent activity taking place. Thank you for watching today's session.